From the success of You're the Voice, we are coming together with 4 schools from Norris Green and Croxteth, and we're doing a new project called Merseyside Unites. What that means is that we were going to be bringing the 6 boroughs of Merseyside together. We're bringing a song out about racism, which is something inside so strong, and we're going to unite Merseyside within that as a choir, and we're bringing out a song called This Is What Liverpool Means to Me, which is a kind of celebration for the city.
We had the chance to
stop bullying and to stop racism. I enjoyed it because we done quite a lot of singing. I'm looking forward to joining Merseyside Unite.
We gotta make ends meet before we get much older.
It challenged me to try and change all the gangs hanging around shops.
If we all work together, we can actually stop racism and bullying.
It's going to be powerful, it's going to be amazing, and it's going to be awesome. So watch this space.
Given a vision of You're the Voice back in 2007. It started off as a vision, and I believe the hope was in the children. I believe the hope was in the children. I believe that from the north, the south, the east and the west of Liverpool and Merseyside, I believe that our city is in great hands. And if we instill and we impart hope into people, and from the younger age and from the primary age, then we've got a chance.
The kids stand up and make a difference. That's really putting the message across. You've come in and you've taught us how to make a difference. You've told us how to be a voice, and you have told us to put a message across through singing, because most people get bullied because of their different skin or their hair colours, for instance, or their voices. That person got bullied for singing, and then they sung to get a message across to stop bullying. That's like saying, stop bullying me.
And this voice and voices alongside Liam is going to say to all communities, not only on Merseyside but right across the country, enough is enough, and also it's time to stand united. Claim our streets back, and this is our next generation.
Everything about me is because of the city, and the people that I grew up with. Sometimes I love it that much, I want to cry, because you feel so proud of it. With this project, I want to help the young kids.
You want the audience to understand what you want them to know.
The meaning behind it being solely based around knife crime, gun crime. It's nice to be able to use music and use vocals to reach out to people.
It's the legacy of the voice of what we started.
When I look at this production, it's more serious. It's like you want the audience to understand what you want them to know.
As I've read through the script, unlike other things you see on telly and now these days, it hasn't really made that type of life look glamorous. And obviously that's when people see on TV shows now, these drug dealers have got loads of money, obviously they think, oh, I've got to get involved in that. And this just shows you the gritty reality of it. It's not all that, it's horrible.
With it impacting so many different people, and with the meaning behind it being solely based around knife crime, gun crime, which is a big problem in Liverpool. It affects a lot of people. Unfortunately myself a little bit as well. But it's nice to be able to use music and use vocals to reach out to people.
When we first set up this project, I didn't think that we were going to get all the child actors from one school. The original plan was to go around various schools and try and cherry pick the best ones, but such was the talent at Allsop School which totally surprised me that we were able to choose the main part for the children from their pupils, which was great.
Allsop's my old school, and the last time I went to see the headmaster, he expelled me. So it's kind of like going back, you know, to it's just really nice to be back in the school and maybe like kind of putting something back into the school and into the community, and also as well it's like it's the legacy of the voice of what we started.
With the power to be powerful, believing we can make it.
I think the project's it's just where it all begins really in education, using young people, and I think it's fabulous to hear their energy and their excitement and the passion for not only the actual drama of it, the actual message that it's putting across. So I think that's where all things need to start with young people. So I think it's a really great project.
Theme that's running through the play, so that they can develop around about that time, that in the early teens onwards. And if you do get caught up in time culture, then it can be a sad time, and it can really swallow you up, can't it?
Oh yeah.
So it's a good message in that way.
It's always an exciting time, but a stressful time as well. It's bad enough when you're professionally doing it. You know what I mean? It's a tough one. It's always as I say, it's nervous excitement. But you know, with this being 18 kids in it, you know, I've got 3 professional actors and 18 kids, so the stress levels are like through the roof at the moment. But in a good way as well, because sometimes it keeps you on your toes. You know, when you're stressed out and you gotta really go for it. You know what I mean? I've got to really direct these kids. A lot of them haven't been in anything before.
It's still early days, like, and there's still a lot to develop in it. But as everybody's sort of on board now, and you know we're all sort of into space, it's definitely coming together. You can start to see the shape of it and the body of it now, and get a gist of what it's going to look like.
It was a lovely atmosphere as soon as we walked in. It was because we've been doing independent rehearsals just with whoever you've seen us with. You've just come in for a couple of hours and done it with that particular young person. So today everyone's in, so it was just a really nice sort of buzz about the place that everyone was coming together. It was quite exciting actually, and a bit Christmassy, weirdly.
Been a lot of hard work, you know, a lot of kind of coming in, behind the scenes stuff, you know, casting, rehearsals, choir, you know, we've got so much to do, and there's so much has been achieved, but there's so much more to do. But it's really satisfying, fulfilling, and it's the vision becoming the reality, isn't it?
I come here, when was it, about a month ago, and then, you know, we're stepping up the pace now because, as I said, because of half term, so we can all work together. So it's getting a bit more intense, which is good. So as you can see the play as a whole, it's working with the time allotted, you know, when you've got it. So I suppose, you know, if you're talking about the difference between professional and like amateur or whatever, it is different in that way. But we've all got to sort of come together professionally, you know what I mean, and make it work.
They say at times you've got to have your values in life, and there's the old saying, all of us are just little children inside, walking around in grown-up bodies. We're all have our doubts and our fears, and this play has got the little child from here to start saying, no more gun in lifetime, let's get together as a city. We now, it's our time to leave us a legacy for our grandchildren.
Well, the play brings reality to life, because there's so much of that going on around us, and the kids, they put it across exceptionally well. Like I said before, I'm really proud of them, the way they emphasized things, acted it, and so real. They deserve an Oscar for that. And I just hope and pray that they continue to live and walk the walk. And when I see the kids doing things like this, I am eternally grateful to them. And it gives us hope of a better future. And I feel rest assured that I could hand over to them and feel secure that it's gonna be okay.
Dave has got some of those experiences that young people are currently having to go through, and he's able to transfer that onto paper, into scripts, whereby actors, and there were some brilliant actors who were here today. I mean, Drew Schofield is probably one of the best actors in the whole country, and Drew is on that stage, and Drew is able then to bring those words to life. So it's a collaborative effort, but I think Dave's writing brings something special to it.
What I've just seen is power. What I've just seen is young people taking back the power of darkness, and putting light onto issues which are real, issues which affect everybody's daily life. But what I've felt and what I've seen is unity. That's what I've seen today. Unity breeds hope. Hope breeds crime prevention, because that's what we need to do. We need to work together to prevent crime, and as a result we'll get rid of the greed, the arrogance, the pride, all the isms that blight our society. You've seen young people there portray really difficult issues: gun crime, knife crime, gangs, a lack of opportunity. No one seems to care. Well, actually, most people do care. For me, that was like watching what's really going on. Let's be clear that those issues are blighting our communities, and certainly the police are absolutely committed to root out those that would do wrong in our community, those that commit crime, those that perpetuate misery. But we know we can't do it on our own. We work in partnership with all the partners that are here. We're just a small part. We're an important part, but so is everybody else. So I absolutely applaud what I've seen today. Very moving, a little tear in my eye, very touched, and I thought I've seen it all. But when it's in front of you by good young people, absolutely fantastic.
Be a voice, say things, do things, try and be a part, talk to your children. That's so important. It's something I've lacked myself over the years, but you do learn, talk to them. They might be walking away saying, please Dad, will you talk to me? And this play did put that message over. Talk to your kids, fight for what you can, talk against things, make them understand. They'll think you're moaning at them, that's the way they are. But keep at it and find something else for them to do. And as you've shown here today, if we can't get one big voice, let's get hundreds and hundreds of little voices to make up for it.
It empowers people when they get, if you like, an example like the production we've just seen, Heaven in a Day. But, it is my life, if you like, being affected by serious crime on a day-to-day basis. And also the effect it has on the extended family. That's my brother Jared, Francesca's uncle. But from a personal perspective, but from a charity perspective, we help victims of serious crime every day. And if everyone uses that story that they see the play as an example, it can cut crime, it can make people think twice about picking up a gun, it can make people think twice about the effect. It could save someone's life. It could save someone's life, Resonates with me personally, crime, especially losing a loved one, and the effects it has on the family as well.
That was the voice, wasn't it? To be honest with you, it was lovely. Forget about the politics in the city. This play should go around the UK to every city in the UK. Forget about all this funding and politics and Labour and Conservatism. This touches people's souls, so this play should go on tour straight away. Makes no difference, and it'll touch people's hearts like it's touched everybody's soul here today.